Hi, welcome back to the channel. This is part 4 of Caravanning on a Budget, our little mini series that we've just been doing. In the first 3 episodes, to recap, was a look at our bargain caravan that we got really cheap. The second part was essential items that you're going to need for your caravan, and the third part was safety and security items that you're going to need. Now this fourth part is probably, you probably know most places where you can get your bargains from, like someone suggested Aldi and Amazon and places like that. To be honest with you, I found Amazon quite expensive whenever I've searched for items trying to get them a little bit cheaper. I've not really found bargains on Amazon. Aldi, I've looked at their special buys, as you can see here. They send you the catalogue out, and as much as they're quite reasonably priced, I think you get what you pay for. I've not really been that impressed with the quality, although we did buy a collapsible bucket from Aldi, which there's a picture there, which was pretty good, and we still use it, and it's been fine, and the quality of that hasn't been too bad. But the places that I found most of my bargains from have been places like eBay. eBay's been great for us. We tend to search for things that are collection only, because not everybody wants to go and collect the item. They'd rather have it sent to them. So I've managed to get a few bargains by searching for collect only, and I've sometimes been the only bidder and got it for things very well priced. The other places you can search for is like Gumtree and places like that. I've not actually used Gumtree, but I have searched on it, and there are bargains to be had. I'm yet to buy anything off Gumtree, to be perfectly honest. The places that I've found the best bargains is Facebook, on Marketplace, and especially the selling groups like this one here, Widow Buy and Sell. The good thing about this is that this is my top tip. They're the best places to find the best bargains. They're the places that I've found the cheapest items that are just round the corner, easy pickups. The people that have probably started caravanning years ago and have been going along and buying bits and bobs, and then they've decided to pack their caravanning in. They've sold their caravan and been left with a load of bits that they just want to get rid of, and that's where I've picked up like things like that. As an example, me wheel lock, 25 quid I think I paid for it. So they're the best places I find to find the bargains. Selling pages on Facebook. Now to find them, you just type in the search box. If you're using a PC like I do, it's a lot easier, but it's the same thing if you're using your mobile phone. If you type in your search box buy and sell local to your area, in our case it's Wirral, so I'd type in buy and sell Wirral, and it'll come up with a list of selling pages in your area. Join them and then search caravan, and then you'll find all the caravan related items, or type in wheel lock or awning or things caravan related. They'll come up in the big list of all the items that are for sale at that particular time. In marketplaces, it tends, after so many items, it starts going further and further and further afield, so you'll end up with items from out of your county and in the next county. So if you're prepared to travel, you can pick up really good bargains there. So that's my number one tip. Use Facebook. You'll get far better bargains. If you're happy with second-hand stuff that has still got plenty of life in them, still usable, I don't mind taking second-hand stuff. If it's usable and still got plenty of life in it, it's not been mistreated, I'm interested, because at the end of the day, the more money they save, the more money you've got for holidays away, and that's the way I see it. If it was a lot better off, if it was a millionaire, I'd probably buy new, just like everybody does. But we've started out on a budget, as you know. We bought a second-hand caravan, and we've been picking off all the bits and bobs that we bought for our caravan as cheaply as possible. So that would be my number one top tip is Facebook on the marketplace and on selling pages on Facebook. There's where we've been getting most of our bargains from, and I'd fully advise you to go and do that instead of paying full price for brand new items when you don't really need to. The good thing about the selling sites as well, you can also swap items. So say you've ended up with several barrels from swapping your caravan or buying another caravan or upgrading, and you've ended up with more barrels, you can swap with other people. Say they've got a Wastemaster, you need a Wastemaster, you can swap a barrel for your Wastemaster and things like that, because I've done a few swaps as well. We had a really tiny awning, I think it was for like a 15-foot old caravan, and someone local to me was after a small awning, so I got a barrel roll and an Wastemaster, and I swapped him for the awning because the awning was absolutely no use to me. He was happy with the awning, I was happy with a barrel and the Wastemaster, because I think that's how I ended up getting mine. Because when I bought this Caravan, I think it just came with a I don't know what you call it, it's just like a waste box with two screw tops on the top, so I ended up getting a proper Wastemaster because I swapped. I ended up getting a better electric cable because I swapped for pegs and a few bits and bobs that were no use to me. They were just left over from our camping days. So there you go, that's my top tip. Use the selling pages on Facebook, you get far better bargains. There's another thing as well, there's another big store called Go Outdoors. You sometimes get managers specials or one-day flash sale where you get things half price. It's always good to go and buy their membership card. I think it's £5, and then you'll get discount. You'll get a discounted price every time you go and shop there. But you'll also be able to join their emailing list, and they'll inform you of any manager special or day flash sales and things like that. We got about 5 years ago, when we were really into camping, which we're still using now as a fold-away aluminium table. It was $49.99, but we ended up getting it for half price at $24.99, and that was because we were emailed and we shot straight over to Liverpool and bought it for half price. So there's another idea for you. Hopefully over this series you've got something out of it if you're new to caravan, and I hope it's helped you in some way or inspired you. Obviously the people who have more experience may not have got anything out of this little mini series, but this was really mainly targeted at people starting out, trying to get going. Maybe you were like us that have started out on a budget, so I hope it's helped you in some way. If it has, please consider hitting subscribe in the bottom corner there just below this video. Hit the bell icon and you'll be notified of any future uploads, any of our future content. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ta-ra.